Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. So today we're going to learn how to fix a camp collar. We're going to learn how to stitch it in, and it's very simple. So if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn notification bell on. Yes, so the first we're going to do is to measure our camp collar and see how where we are going to fix it beginning from. So we're going to fix it beginning from 1.5 inch into the neck, right? So our collar will start 1.5 inch into the neck. So from there we're going to measure and get the size of the neck so as to know the length of our camp collar. So I seen 8.5 there, that's 17. So which means our collar is going to be 17 inches long. All right, so I'm going to use this paper to get the pattern for the collar, after which we'll now cut our fabric so it's long enough for us to get what we want. Yes, so the next I'm going to do is to press it properly so that we can get it flat. Okay, so after that we're going to take our measurement. Like I said before, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so that you'll be notified whenever I drop my videos. So I'm going to give the camp collar a wideness of 3 inches. All right, 3 inches is enough for the wideness. So I'm going to mark 3 inches at 2 different points and we join with a straight line. All right, so that's it. The next thing for us to do now is to get the length of our collar, and the length of our collar is 8.5 plus half inch, that is 9 inches. So I'm going to mark the 9 at both ends so that we can get a straight line. So the next thing for us to do now is to the beginning of our collar is going to be just 2 inches wide. So we'll trim these 2 inches, we trim it 4 inches into the neck. So I'm going to mark 4 inches into the neck, and then we'll shape it. All right, we're going to use a ruler to join these points to that point. Yeah, but mind you, where the points are joining, it shouldn't be a sharp bend, so we'll make it blended. Right, just blend it. The next one we're going to do now is to cut out the pattern so that we can use it to cut our collar, and right away we'll go into fixing. It's as simple and straightforward as this. So please, if you are here to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. All right, you can like the video, share the video, give me a thumb up, and I will really appreciate. Okay, so I'm going to remove the pattern. I'm going to remove it, the neck, from this fabric so that we'll go ahead and fix it. Just want to be sure that we're not wasting our fabric. All right, so that's it. So we're going to press it to get it flat. Always ensure to press as you stitch so that your work will be very clean and neat. We're going to cut out from here. So this piece of our cutting here can give us our neck. All right, so I'm going to cut it out and then fold into two, fold this pattern into two, and fold the fabric for the neck also into two. This will help us to get our neck much more accurate. All right, so we're going to place the pattern on top and cut out what we need. All right, it's as simple as this. It's not anything difficult at all. Just stay with me, and before you know it, we are done with this tutorial, and you see how simple it is. Yeah, so now that we're done cutting, the next thing for us to do is to apply gum to the bad side. Yeah, like I'm using paper gum. Yeah, It's not soft gum. This is paper gum. It's better. It's stronger. It gives a better effect. Sorry, than soft gum. All right. So I'm going to press it carefully to ensure that it gums very well. Always remember to use your presser as you press, so that what you're pressing will actually gum very well. All right. Yeah. So the next thing for us to do is to trim off the excesses of the gum. Trim it off. And once we are done trimming, the next thing for us to do is to press it to get it the center point, and then move to the machine, stitch our neck, and we are done. So the next thing we're going to do is to press it to ensure that the gum gums properly and to get the center line. Very important. Yeah, so I'm going to turn it out and press it again, and finally we'll fold the good side out, the bad side in, and we'll press again to ensure that the gum gums very well. It's very important. Yeah, if the gum is not well gummed, it will open later and it's not so good. All right, so the next thing for us to do is to go to the machine and we'll finish up. So I'm going to open it. We're going to sew on the side that has gum, and mind you, our sewing allowance is just a bit less than half an inch. Yeah, so we'll stitch both ends. We're going to do the same thing to this other end. So you're going to stitch it, open, stitch on the side that has gum. We are going to close both ends of the collar, and then we stitch it to the body. That's the shirt. By the way, this is doctor's word coat I'm doing here. Doctor's word coat. So if you want to know how to do it, I'm praying I should have time to do a video on it complete, so that you learn. All right. So the next thing for us to do is turn it in, and then we'll stitch the edges together to hold it together, and then we'll move to the weaving machine and weave it properly. Sorry. And then we'll come back and finish. So let's go over to the weaving machine and weave it. So as to have it clean, we'll weave this point here, this edge here, to have it clean, and then we'll come back and join it. So simply weave it. If you're enjoying this video, please just smash the like button, drop a comment, and I would really appreciate. All right, so the next one to do is to get the midpoint of this neck. So mark the midpoint of this neck, make a mark there. We're going to start from the midpoint behind on the neck. We check the midpoint behind that there's a line behind, a stitch behind. So we're going to mark that is the midpoint of the neck behind. So we're going to place this midpoint with the center back, and then we stitch it carefully. We'll stitch to the left, stitch to the right. Okay, this is how you stitch it. You don't start from one side all the way. No, you stitch from the center to one part, and then from the center to the other part, the other side. You don't stitch from one side all the way to the other one. You have the neck shift. It might possibly have the neck shifted more towards one side. That's why you fix it like this, so that to be sure that the neck is at the center. So now that we are done, we're going to check and see our allowance that is here. Yep, so what are we having here? We're having 1.3 inches, little bit less than half. So we'll measure that same allowance this side. We'll measure that same allowance this side. That 1.3 inches this side, and then we'll stitch it. Oh, we would have used a pin here. Okay, let's use a pin because it shifted. Okay, so we'll measure again and then we'll use a pin to hold it in place so that it won't shift again. So it's always good to be using pins when you are stitching so that what you have measured won't shift, right? So we're going to use a pin here, pin it. Now we are confident that it won't shift, right? So I'm now going to stitch carefully to the center again. Yeah, so it's as simple as this. Watch how I'm stitching it. It's quite simple. Yeah, so doing it this way, you are sure that the neck is not shifted, twisted to one side. You are sure that the neck is sitting at the center. All right, and that's the most important thing, so that when you wear the shirt, the neck is not tinted more towards one side. So now we're going to turn. See, we're going to now turn the neck. Watch me. I'll turn that allowance on the neck there, turn it over, and then I'll stitch. All right, turn it over and I'll stitch. I'd dropped a video on how to make a vintage shirt on this channel. If you watch it, I did a similar thing like this. If you watch it, I think you will learn from it as well. All right. It's quite simple. It's not difficult at all. So I'm going to do the same thing to the second side of the neck. You can see how it's already looking very simple and straightforward. So we are going to stitch the second side as well. The same thing we do with the other side. We are going to stitch the second side as well. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so if you are finding this video interesting, I would really appreciate if you can hit the like button. It will be a pleasure. All right, so next thing we're going to do now is to simply, this will be the last, oh yeah, I think the last line stitch we're going to make. All right, so this stitch is to hold the neck flatten to the body of the shirt. I believe this is quite simple and easy to understand as well. Yeah, so we're almost there. So this is it. Make sure you cut off all the excess threads on your work so the work will appear very fine and neat. So let's look at it. Let's see how it's looking. Okay, yeah, it's not looking bad already, but we'll press it to see how it's will look. All right, but this is just what it is. Very simple and straightforward. All right, very easy. Let's press it and see how it's looking. So you can see camp color is almost there. It's almost set. I'm going to press it very well, and I would use this paper to press it. I don't want iron to by any means stain my work. All right, so I press it this way, both sides, to be sure that my work is clean and it's presentable. All right, so this is how I'm going to do it. So if this content made sense, I would really appreciate if you can just smash the like button, and turn your notification bell on. Subscribe, subscribe. It will be a great pleasure if you're doing. To me, and I'll be so much grateful. To be my pleasure if you can subscribe to my channel, so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. All right, this is it right here. Simple, straightforward. Yeah, this is our camp color. Thanks for always watching my videos. It's always a pleasure to have you to my channel to watch my videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thanks for watching. Thank you.